Welcome to another World of Tanks Debriefings. This one brought to us by Noobfist here, who's playing solo, not even clan, just hanging out by himself in this game. He is in a T34-85, and he looks like he's going up against quite a few other 85s, as well as KV-1S and a KV-2, along with a bunch of mixed other 5s, 4s, and 6s. In the top third of his group here, it looks like that the majority of them are mostly mediums on both sides, very few heavies. So, we're going to hop right into it and see what he can do in his fully upgraded 85.
Let's go.
So first off, Dragon Ridge is probably one of my favorite maps because it is just so non-linear. There's vertical axes to worry about, there's horizontal axes to worry about, there's too much going on to just play it straightforward and boring, like, for example, Melanovka or Campanova, anything like that, where it's pretty much a flat terrain. You don't have to worry about stuff shooting down on top of you or shooting up underneath you if you're not careful. Now he's taking a pretty aggressive route, but I mean, then again, he bypassed the area I usually snipe through, which is, if anyone's been learning, that's one good place to bolt through real quick. But ever since they opened up the little path this way because of physics, it really added a whole nother dimension to the map there. So he's taking a very nice defensive stance here, taking, well, I was going to say, I didn't even know he shot that thing. That was a quick reaction. But finishing off a tank right off the bat, that always helps, getting first blood, and it looks like that was just an advanced scout. Now he has a pretty good defensive area where he's at. They're going to have to come around to get to him. He's got a pretty decent hold position where he cannot be seen, cannot be targeted. The artillery's, well, there is no artillery, luckily. That's a pretty good benefit. But as you notice over here, a bunch of tanks did push down there. That's something that they always got to be careful of. And he looks like he's responding. Well, he was going to respond to it, but he must have saw on his map he has a whole bunch of characters sitting right here, which, again, that leads into where I normally snipe from. So, he's got a good little thing going for him where he's just covering a defensive position here, and he really knows his location. He's not moving too far up and around. He's just covering his areas, which is pretty much what he needs to do at this point. It's too early to make any bold, decisive moves. Just simply cover your location, cover your area. Don't worry too much about, rushing out and doing too much. Just take out your targets one at a time. Don't expose yourself too much. And just do what you got to do to just start slowly whittling down the team. It looks like a lot of them don't even see him. So he's just really getting the ability to lay into people without them paying much attention or firing back at him. Now, it looks like he has two big heavies that he's being able to take out right now. That's going to make it so much easier on his team to be able to push and focus. It looks like no one's on the back end of the slope here, except, nope, there's a T-49 here. But it's a T-49, so it's able to do some pretty hefty damage to him, but it didn't fire at him. I don't know if its gun was destroyed or what. As a Tier 5, it should have been able to do some pretty decent stuff to this T-34-85. I noticed it didn't have the upgraded turret, so that means its upgraded gun also wasn't equipped, but still, would have figured he would have shot. Maybe he just didn't have the opportunity, but he's going down here to start to lay into the stuff from behind, which is a good move. Kind of, the KV-2 is kind of a big thing there. If he can take that thing out, that's really going to make all the world of difference. And it's looking the wrong way, focusing on the Churchill. There's the derp cannon, so he just saw it fire. He knows he has 20 some odd seconds before it can fire again. And that thing's not exactly the most accurate. So, if he's lucky enough, he'll be able to finish it off. But it looks like he's not going to have the opportunity to finish it off before it reloads in time for him. Now, I saw a lot of mediums swinging up this way. I don't know if he saw it either, but he needs to focus on finishing off the big tank in front of him before he really decides to move on elsewhere. And it made a critical, well, not like he had much option, but it kind of moved right into the open, made it an easy shot for him. He already has 5 kills, and it wasn't just picking on little things, it was just all targets of opportunity to him, not necessarily just cherry picking. And it was all valid targets, too, that needed to be killed. This one over here, if he finishes this thing off, which he started earlier, so there we go, nice and easy. He's doing a lot of open sights or hip firing as opposed to aiming down the sights, which is personal preference. I almost always aim down the sights because I find I somehow overshoot or miss a lot of times if I don't. And the 1S is the other major threat. Lighting him on fire like that makes all the difference in the world. He's going to be able to finish him off right here before he has a chance to do anything else. And now all that's left is all the mediums that are about to camp, or cap rather. And there's a good hefty chunk of people about ready to cap. So he needs to hurry up and get back there. Luckily, he was only playing the mid defense, so he's able to return back to the cap point in time to really at least stop the cap, whereas a lot of other people are already overcommitted, like these two down here, and they are almost forced to go and cap at this point. They don't have an option. So it's really going to come up to him if he can at least reset the cap or see what else he can do. But as you can see, there's he's already has some stuff lit thanks to the T50. Looks like there's a Covenator, an ELC, and a T34-85 over there. Finishing off the Covenator, not exactly the necessary thing, but hey, it gets him out of there. Next, the ELC is the most cap points. If he finishes that off, just like that, reset the cap completely, and he's now up to 9 kills. He's doing fantastic so far. And now there's just two 34-85s he has to worry about on the cap, a totally unupgraded 34-85 over here, which he can afford the time to finish him off first. That kind of allows him the opportunity to focus on the guys down below as opposed to having to deal with something shooting him in the back as he resets. Because as it looks right now, they should be able to pull it off time-wise. As long as he, if he can get one more shot off, they'd be a little safer. Being only 11 points away from each other, I don't know if that's necessarily a safe measure or not. Sometimes it appears random. It's only supposed to be 5 seconds between cap complete and victory, but that might be all it is required at some points. Now, he has 7 seconds to find him and take a shot. So, right like that, he just won the game by simply making sure they can't pick the draw. And there you go, a worthy sacrifice. He got killed in the end, but 10 kills plus all those defense points. Good job, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at those screen caps. So first up is the personal score here, and we can see, not even looking at the medals yet, which I'll get to that craziness in a minute, but looking at the battle efficiency little bottom chart there, you can see he hit one tank that didn't get killed, but every other tank he hit is dead. Every single one, plus it scrolls down further. That's insane. He did just back to back to back to back 10 times over kills in a row. There wasn't one that he shot that someone else killed. He made sure he killed everything he hit. That is impeccable. That is just great that someone was able to do that. Now, 92,900, so basically 93,000 credits. That's insane for a standard tank, non-premium standard tank. Running a premium account, yes, but just a standard tank, not a premium tank. That's something you would expect out of a game that's a pretty good game out of like a Luva or a T34-85, or this is a T34-85, a T34, so on and so forth. Not out of a standard tier 6 medium tank. That is the highest I've seen so far, at least. I'm sure there's plenty I have that could go up and above that, but that's impressive, to say the least. So he got, what is that, Mastery. He got, I don't remember all the medals offhand, but, I mean, everyone knows the badges. He has Sharpshooter, and I don't remember the other one. It's, anyway. So we move on to the actual medal. So he has Pool's medal. That's incredible. 10 to 13 kills by yourself. And he managed to do that without a platoon assist or any other teammate assist. Teammates did assist him in terms of them doing damage, but, I mean, he has every kill on every person. He also has Top Gun, as expected. He also has Defender, fantastic in and of itself, and then he has Sniper on top of it. So, 4 medals for a singular tank playing by himself. That's against even clans, too. He did very, very well there. So let's go ahead and hop to the team score right here. And the team score shows us that he is a whopping 1570 for experience. He is triple the next close, well, a little over or a little under triple the next closest person, which is the ELC. That is insane. He just completely dominated, doing absolutely amazing. And you can see the other team, not even close, easily tripled their best player, who was in the platoon, getting 4 kills. And he did pretty well, too, to do 4 kills on the enemy team. So he did phenomenal even above and beyond the other player. So we'll finally move into the detailed report here. And so looking at the detailed report, 24 shots, 24 hits, 23 penetrations. So every single shot he took hit. Only one, which was against that KV2, which was deflected, penetrated and did damage. Over 3,000 damage is fantastic. He took 5 hits, detected 2 enemies, destroyed 10, damaged 11. Okay, so yes, that 11th one was the one on the cap. So every single person that he hit and damaged, he killed. He also got almost 100 points in defense between all the different people that he had to damage or kill on top of the cap point. So a short battle at only 6 minutes there, and he did phenomenal. And he was awarded, it looks like, an extra couple credits, 42,000 credits for an event. I don't know at the time that this was recorded what the event was that was going on, so I don't really know where he was awarded that extra credits. But 51,000 by itself, fantastic. The event must have been for one of the medals that he got, or maybe extra credits, who knows. But either which way, that was a fantastic earning game. Absolutely fantastic. So, thank you, Noobfist. This was a great game and exactly what we were looking for. Thank you for submitting this one in. And anyone else, if you have some great games or if you want me to comment on some games, send them to darqueling@gmail.com and I'll take a look at them. Alright, everyone, I hope you are enjoying 8.3. And if you're watching this beyond 8.3, then I hope you're enjoying whatever X.X patch that you're playing right now. So, yep, I will catch you guys in the next debriefing.